Are we here with me? I'm not seeing any in the chat box. What's going on? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Okay, thank you, Olashabi. Okay, I guess we don't want to reveal where we're joining from. I'll just be calling us by the name I see. That works fine. I'll be sharing my screen in minutes so that we dive into today's session. Okay, so today's session is for AI creators and coders. If you've ever wanted to do something creative, you wanted to be posting a lot on, let's say, TikTok, or you wanted to be building your own websites or web apps, you are in the right place. Okay, you are in the right place. Please, I will be answering questions at the end of the session. If you have any questions right now, you can just drop them in the chat, or you don't need to raise up your hand. Okay. So if you raise up your hand, you will be able to open it for you. Right? Just drop it in the chat box. If I see it until convenient time. Okay. So once again, good evening, everyone. My name is Ephraim, and tonight I'll be speaking to AI creators and coders, people that want to enter this space, want to build content, applications, and in general, a career using AI. You're in the right place. Once again, welcome. So first things first, why are we here today? Why are you here today? Forgetting the topic. Why exactly are you here today? If you can help me drop it in the chat box. Once again, you can't. So just whatever I want to say, just drop it in the chat box. Why exactly are you here today? Forgetting the topic, very specifically, why are you here today? No one wants to share why they're here. Okay. Let me say why I think we are here, because I might have an idea of why we are here. The first reason is there are three groups of people that I think are here. The first is people that are physically exhausted from long hours of emotional. You don't want to be going to work by 7 a.m., coming back by 6:30, and even that 6:30, you're not yet at home, you're still stuck in traffic, all of that. You're tired of doing that. The second group are people that are carrying the silent frustration of every day you go to work, you're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort, but there's no results. People are getting promoted ahead of you. You're seeing your friends doing other things, and they are even enjoying their roles. And the third group of people that I think are here today are people that are tired of being stuck. You don't like staying in one place. You want to advance yourself. You want to know the latest technologies, and you want to get better in that field. If I'm speaking to you and you are one of these groups, just either send it to the chat box or give me your reaction. Either way works. Okay? Either way works. So I think Gifted is one of them. If you're one of these groups of people, you're in the right place. Tonight, I'll be giving us that first huge step into coming out of this group. You don't want to stay in this box anymore. You want to pull yourself outside of this. Tonight, we'll be getting that first huge step. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that in 5 different ways. The first is identify AI skills that will help you land that job in 2 months. Okay, now land a good job 2 months. To land that job, you need to have those skills to do it. So I'll be helping you identify which one fits you the best. The second is learn the skills required to land the job the right way. Landing the job the right way. The third is gain the experience to show employers that you are the best candidate for the job. You sent in your CV, you've put in the work, now making sure that you secure that role. I'll be showing you how to do that. Then how to get started today. because time waits for no. So tonight, how are we going to get started? I will take no pay jobs. Now, before I can do that, who are we? This session that I'm joining in, who is it's being presented on the company. Well, I am working with a company called Ten Analytics, and Ten Analytics is located in Alberta, Canada. We also have our office in London, UK. In the last 5 years, we've helped over 4,000 people without any prior experience in the tech industry transition into high-paying tech roles. Okay, so over 5,000 last 4 years. We have over 102 full-time employees and 300 plus industry experts that have been helping us and will continue to help us achieve this. Now, we will help you transition into generative AI for data analytics, AI automation engineering, data analysis, health tech. You can't hear anything. Is that a general problem? Can anyone hear me? Please, is this a general problem? Okay, let's give me a moment. Okay, so Miracle can hear me, Lucky can hear me. Is it clear? Because I don't want anyone to miss out. If you can hear me, okay, very clear, then it might be a network. But anyway, so that you do not miss out, there is a link being shared in the chat box right now. Now, that link is the attendance. If you fill it up at the end of tonight's session, you will get both the material that I am presenting you tonight and the recording of this session. So that in cases like this where you're having slight network issues, you can't hear. Well, okay, but it can be louder, but it's kind of breaking all of it. I think I understand what's going on. Give me the please fill in the attendance. Okay, just fill it in. If you won't be attendance, that counts. All right. What about now? Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me loud and clear? If you can hear me loud and clear, keep me headphones up. You can hear me loud and clear. Very good, very good. So once again, just in case you didn't hear me, there is a link being shared in the chat box. It's the link to the attendance. So in cases like this where maybe you didn't hear me clearly, you missed something I said, you need to fill it up to get access to the report. So please and please, just fill it up. It will take maybe a minute maximum. Okay. Now, as I was saying, I work with Ten Analytics, and over the last 5 years, we've helped over 4,000 people with no prior experience in the tech industry transition into high-paying tech roles. And how do we do this? We've done this with a team of 182, over 182 full-time employees, and 300 plus industry experts that help people transition. They act as mentors, teachers, and at the end of the day, we show you the right way to go in this fast-paced industry. Okay. Now, these are the links to our socials, so you can check us out on any of these platforms, whether it's a website, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Where you saw the ad, you can just check us out there. Okay. Now, who am I? Who is this person in front of me? My name is Ephraim, and I am a technology professional with experience spanning from data science, data analytics, and front-end development. Then in the university, I studied electrical engineering, so I have that background in embedded systems and machine learning. Now, my experience spans from data analytics, machine learning, full stack development, embedded systems. I've worked across a variety of industries, from education to technology to engineering, and there are a lot of tools that I have used to help people all over Nigeria. Currently, I reside in Abuja, and for tonight, I will be your pilot for this session. So we'll be flying into these tech spaces. The tools that I'm going to be showing us are things that immediately you can apply, but they are still the tip of the iceberg. Okay, they say the tip of the iceberg. If you want the full package, don't worry, we have something for you. All right. So if you're excited to get into it, just give me some reactions. Okay. Let me know that there are people with me. Let me know that people with me. If you're excited, give me some reactions. Okay. Okay, so when Ishola is excited, no problem. We can just dive right into it. When we start working, I'm sure the excitement will be more. Okay. Now, in 2026, how are you going to be building content applications and a full career using AI? There is a three-step method that always works. The first is you need to recognize who you are building for. Getting those people is the first and most important step. And for us tonight, we'll be targeting businesses, entrepreneurs, and just regular people that want to put themselves out there. Okay, so I have something for both the social media personas and something for the people that like building websites. I have something for the builders. The second step is now the tools that you will be using. The one that we'll be using for crafting the websites is Novable. We'll be doing that in a minute. Then, for the people that want to go into content creation, we'll be using ML AI. Consider at the end of all these things, there is that keyword AI. That should relieve you a bit. You're not going to do any hard work. The maximum thing that you'll be doing is just writing a few texts. Then finally, the output. How is this going to look at the end of the day? First thing is dynamic content. You have a website that on any device, it looks absolutely stunning. The second thing is you have contents that are ready to be shipped for the entire week. If you've dabbled into content creation, you know that it is better if you just package your content. Let's say at the beginning of the week and release them slow. So we have that goal. Then polished websites and future proof careers. So you are going to be monetizing your skill in this fast paced industry. Okay. Now, before we go into the main article, I want to tell us a story. Okay, I want to tell us a story. So, do you think AI is going to replace your job? If you think so, give me a yes, give me a no, thumbs up, thumbs down, any of these work. So Shegun thinks AI will replace him. Miracle thinks AI will replace. I'm not sure if that's a him or her, so I'll just assume her. Shola thinks AI will replace him. Okay. So there are a lot of people that think AI will replace them. Okay. Okay, so Lucky thinks it's going to replace it. Now, for me, this question is two parts. The answer is no. AI itself is for people that know how to leverage these AI tools would replace you. And I'm going to tell us the story in five parts of how this beautiful gentleman here, or sorry, handsome gentleman right here, Olusegun, landed his job. The 5 steps he took. Okay, so if you want to hear from him, if you want to hear from him, the story and all of that, once you fill in this attendance form, you will get the particular material I am using right here. So you can just click on this link and you'll hear from him directly. But I just want to take us on this journey using 5 steps. So Olusegun was an operations manager for a logistics company in Lagos. He had a background in finance. And he joined Analytics AI Automation Engineering in December, completed it in January. So 2 months, within 2 months, he completed his program. Immediately after, he landed a remote job with a company in Canada as an AI automation engineer. After which, by April, he set up his own consultancy. So this is just a screenshot from his own LinkedIn. You can go to his LinkedIn and check it out. You see that here in January, after he finished his program, he landed a job at Amdari as an AI automation engineer slash technical assistant. And just 4 months after, he founded his own company, Luxurian AI. So these are the kind of success stories that we do over here. And how did he do it? How did he do it? The first thing is he learned a high demand skill that is eligible for those who job opportunities. Now, at this point, let's quickly dive into one of those high demand skills. Okay, let's dive into one of those high demand skills. And this is creating websites and web apps using AI. So in the next 10 minutes, we're going to be quickly locating our client base, then from locating that, building the particular websites that will help them. For that, let me just share my entire screen. So as I'm switching through tabs, you can see it also. If you can see my screen, please give me a thumbs up. Can you guys see my screen? If you can see my screen, just give me a thumbs up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, the untapped meta, if you use TikTok a lot, all this Gen Z video, the untapped meta for getting your best clients is using the simple tool that most of us just use for Google Maps. Now, in Google Maps, you would see a long list of companies and industries around you. And from there, you can also see their images, their location, their websites, all those details. So how are we going to use this information to our advantage? The first way is, first of all, picking a niche. And the best niche right now for me in Abuja is what do they call these companies? Construction companies, real estate industries. Yes. So real estate industries are springing up a lot, especially in Abuja. Now imagine if there are over 100 real estate companies, right? And each of these ones are competing against each other. The best way for them to stand out is getting a quick accessible website that is stunning and showcasing the different lands that they have. So we are going to fill in that. Okay. Now this, what I am doing right here is locating the client base and the problem that I have to solve for them. Okay, so I'm getting those two things. And right here in Google Maps, I'm just going to say real estate industries. Or let's just say companies around. And once I search that, you can see that there are tons of them in my immediate locale. So very close to me, there are tons of companies. And I'm just using Abuja as a kind of microscope. Let's zoom out. You can see that in Google Maps, you still have access to other countries. And the one that people are always looking at is right here in the United States. So I can just come here also and say real estate companies in the US. It is going to search and see all of them. Okay, so all of these ones, we are just going to be searching through them. But let me go back to Nigeria. I think I prefer working with my immediate locale because that is where all of us are. It's more grounding. Next thing is you need to search through them. So just open it and look for the ones that have either the best pictures or they do not have websites. Because remember, we are filling in a void. We are solving a problem for them. So this one has a website. It is not available. This one doesn't have a website. Let's check through the images. So we have their logo. We have a picture of one of their, should I say, buildings that works out, especially with the logo. And we have this other one, Realtor Comfort. So we can just pick any one of them. Okay, pick as many, pick any one. This works. Okay. I'm going to pick Adrian since it was the first one that caught my attention, and I'm just going to take a screenshot of this there logo. So I'll just take a screenshot of this there logo to personalize the websites. And say I've taken it, Snipping tool has already acknowledged that. As I mentioned from my slides, if you remember the slides, the tool that we will be using is Lovable AI. So Lovable AI. Just come to the Google Chrome and search for Lovable AI. Okay, press enter. Sorry, that took me somewhere else. So Lovable. Lovable.in. I'm going to quickly copy and paste this in the chat box for the people that are following. Okay, for the people that are following me, so that I can quickly come here and let me share this screen. So just come here to Lovable AI. From here, if you've never used it before, you will want to come to this button that says get started and create an account. I already have an account. I'm just going to click on login and continue with it. It's the fastest way. It will just let me pass through this quickly. So let me just give it a minute to load up. And here it is. If you've used ChatGPT, you've used Claude, any of those, you're already used to this interface of chatting with AI bots. So we are going to use that right now. First thing is that picture. I'm just going to paste it. Sorry. That picture that I got, I'm just going to paste it. Since it's their logo, I want to personalize the website to them. And I'm going to say, build a real estate agency website for me. The name of the company is Adrian Homes, and the logo is attached above. So just something very simple, okay? Nothing too complex, just build a website for them. And you will see that in under 10 minutes, this is going to build it. Next thing is I'm going to change it from plan to build directly. I wanted to do this quickly because remember, we have a lot of them that we have. We have a lot of different real estate companies around us that we still need to work on. And I would say this. So you can see it has started, it's generating the image, drafting everything, making sure that it works. And please just look at the time. We started 8:25, and let's see how long it takes us to build this website. Let's see how long it takes us to build this website. In the meantime, while we are waiting, please and please do not forget the attendance form is in the chat box. If maybe you had network issues at a point, you didn't hear what I said, you didn't get the specific tool, and you want to practice on your own after, you need to fill in the form to get the recording and the slides that I have put. Okay, so to have access to those two things, you need to fill attendance form. Thank you very much. and we are reaching the final stretch. So implementing homepage layout updates, refining homepage flow, it's just doing the final touches to make sure that this looks absolutely. The best part about working with Lovable, apart from it being fast, it's only been 2 minutes, is at the end of the day, you get a link that you can share directly. So a link that you can share directly to your customers is available for you. So once it's done, I'll show us that we would interact with the site ourselves and see how it is. So that it's not something that I just did on the system, something that wherever you are, you understand that yes, this works. Okay, so let's just give it a few more minutes. So 3 minutes now, let's see how long it takes. And there we go. In just how many minutes? 3 minutes. It has finished up the site for us. So Adron Homes, home properties. Sorry about that. About contact, talk to us. Nigeria's trusted developers, building homes. See how beautiful this is. It took the theme color of that green and black and made sure to put it in everything. Okay, so it's already built that for us. Now, how do I share this thing? I've created the site. How am I going to ensure that this particular person has access to it and understands that I have built something? Okay. At this top right corner, there's a button that says publish. You just click on it, and I'm just going to say Adron Homes. Instead of Discover, I'll just say Adron Homes. Okay. Click continue, continue, and finally publish. It's just going to take about 2 more minutes. It will finalize that, and I will share the link for us in the book so that we can even interact with ourselves. Okay, let's just give it 2 minutes. And there we go. So your app is live, and I'm going to share this in the chat box. If you click on it, you would be redirected to this exact same website. Let me share this next page. This exact same website, built in under 3 minutes and has everything. Lekki, Guarimpa, Ibeju, Lagos. It looks like something that actually people would interact with and use. It is beautiful, it is stunning, and very easy to use. Now, at this point, if you want to make any edits, for example, the phone number right here is just 08000. You wanted to change it. How do you do that? I always get that question. It is the same thing you do. Just come back to Lovable, and right here, where you can see this edit button, just come here. Sorry. Just come here, comments, and you can see change the number, or on your own, you can just click on this text button and change it yourself. So I'm going to put my number 7030.5. And then just make this a little bit more professional looking. And there. So click on send, and it will automatically make those changes for you. So once I just refresh this, let's give it 1 minute to clear up. Once you just refresh it, it saves those changes for you. And in your site directly, you have it there. Okay, so I have updated the number across the website, including it's changed it everywhere. Okay, now the next part, because I promised that we have something for people that want to build website and also people that are into the social media end of things. Next tool that I will be showing us is called Comedy AI. Now, Comedy AI is an AI tool that helps brands develop content, just simple content like infographics and short videos. Like maybe I can't really call them views since they're about 5 seconds, but just short infographics, something to get your audience interested. And using it is just as simple as how we start. Click on let's get started. And from here, all you have to do is just describe the campaign you want to generate. If you're not sure exactly how the content should look like, if you're not sure how exactly it should look, you have suggestions for you. Okay, you have suggestions. So I'm just going to say I'll paste the image. I have to upload it. This is going to take a quick minute, but I'm just going to say create infographics for a real estate agents. Send, and immediately it starts generating the campaign. It takes a few minutes because it generates a lot of images that you can use for at least the span of, let's say, 3 to 5 days, depending on how you want to space it. Okay. So this combined with the website, you have a full-on pitch that you can hit to any company and they're like, yes, I actually need this person on my team. Okay, so you get that particular stamp of approval before ever even stepping into the office. So let's give this to you. It's and here it is. Campaign brief based on your inputs you generated in which so it has given us 3 images. I'm just going to unselect this and select this. The story, then title visualizing real estate clarity, transform complex property analytics, and confirm. So it's just going to do that quickly. So let's do that for us. And here you can see it has generated 4 campaigns for us. So 4 series of creatives for our campaign. Let it load up and we will check them one after the other. The good thing about this is, as I mentioned earlier, you can animate these images. So let's see. Visualizing real estate clarity, transform raw property analytics into high contrast graphics for faster decision. Can change the heading that you want to something different. You can change the description up here. You can even change the image. And at the end of the day, for the video, you want to make a quick video from it, just click on this animate button and it will animate it for you. Okay, takes a few minutes. Once again, the AI is generating it and it animates it for you based on those changes that. So this is very exciting if you want to get your feet into that particular water. And all of this has been done in minutes without even taking too much effort from our end. Okay, so if you're happy about what you've seen today, you're excited about this quick method of getting value, just let me see your reactions. Let me see something to know that people are actually here. Okay, so Lucky is happy. The rest of us, can we hear me? Are you here? Shala is happy. Awesome, awesome. Very good. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, James. Okay. Marvelous. I'm guessing maybe you are having network issues, so you couldn't hear me clearly or something. Let me see. I think maybe you sent a message. I can't see any messages from this. But let's go back to the slides. Remember, I told you I was going to tell us a story in 5 parts of how Olusegun did it. So let's go back. Let's go back. Now, the first is just what we've done tonight. Okay? He learned a high demand skill that is eligible for job opportunities. That showed us this is just for my locale. But if I wanted to take it to the US or Canada or even anywhere in the European continent, I could still use the same skill set for them. Now, here in Vibe Coding, AI software and web, what we do is, firstly, we start with what Vibe Coding really is. Next thing is using PRDs to generate AI contents or AI projects, website architecture, website-based app thinking, backend design, and finally deploying it to the server. Learning all of these, you can start today. But this was the first step into learning that particular skill. So just like tonight, we use Lovable, we use Anti-Gravity, we use ChatGPT, all of these tools we use them in these websites. Now, the classes are Saturdays by 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every weekend. Then from Sundays, you have something called self-paced learning, where you have access to videos teaching you different topics that are still under AI and software and web development. But they keep you engaged before the next class. They keep you curious and they include assignments that ensure that you are still in the right frame of mind. So it's not you come on Saturday, you are excited, then throughout the entire week you go talking. We ensure that you are engaged. Now we've tested the power of Lovable. We have engaged this. Now the second thing that he did was he learned the skill the right way. And what do I mean by learning it the right way? You could open something like YouTube or TikTok and watch endless tutorials of building these things. Or even after wasting days and months, you would never, or maybe you just built 1 or 2 applications. You won't even understand what you're building or know how to present yourself in the real world after. Learning it the right way means that you are learning in a project-based environment. Now, project-based environment means learning it by doing the work. So every Saturday when we come into class, from that 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we are building a new project in class. As I am building it, you are building it. You run into any issues, you ask me and I guide you. That way, you are doing it with your own hands, you are getting that confidence, and also the questions that you might have been having at the back of your mind. You have someone that has done it and is doing it in front of you to ask and guide you through it. So you're not being left in the dust and you understand what is going on. Then you can showcase your work. And by showcasing, I mean building a portfolio. Now, for those of us that are, should I say, a bit out of it, you don't really understand what a portfolio might be. An example of a portfolio is just something simple like this. Just give me a minute. My screen is still loading up. So just something simple like this, a digital representation of who you are and what you can do, the skills you can provide. Okay, so this is just a simple example of it. Different applications built, a way to contact you, and something simple like that. So here we are very intentional about presenting yourself. Remember, as I said, it's our pride when our students get these jobs. We want to help people. That is what we are here for. Okay, so that is just a simple example of the kind of portfolios that you would be building here. Okay, now the next step that he took. Okay, so for your portfolio website, you have about 10 to 15 projects from both the self-paced learning videos and the classes. All right, then some assignments that your instructor would be giving. If you're in my class, you would have assignments every, just something short and simple, but still is part of what we learned in class to ensure that you understood those topics. Okay, so you building 10 to 15 projects where you can either deploy live agents, workflows, or any of these things. Now, people are always curious about this. After learning with analytics, can I use this certification in the international community? Yes, you can. Analytics is proudly accredited by CPD UK and the American Council of Training and Development, ACTD. Once again, at this point, I'm going to prompt us to just quickly fill in the attendance form if you have it. From the attendance form, you will get access to this material and you can check the accreditation yourself. Just click on this link and you'll be redirected to it. Okay. Now, the third step that Olusegun took into securities was he gained foreign work experience to show employers that you are the best candidate. And how does this work? How did Olusegun gain that foreign work experience? Now, the project from class, that project-based learning that I showed, it has already set him apart from people that are just watching YouTube tutorials. He has already started understanding the mindset into building these things. Then having that evidence in your portfolio, where if someone goes there, they can just click on it without interacting with you, see the different things that you have built, interact with them, and at the back of their mind, they're like, oh, this looks nice. I would like to work with this person. The fourth step it took was where and how to apply for these jobs. Giving you the skill is just the first step. It's giving you that push. But if at the end of the day you have this push, but you don't know where these jobs are, you don't know how to apply to these jobs, you would be left stranded. So here, how did Olusegun apply to jobs? First thing is we put in major job boards. We sent in links to major organizations where he can apply, and it would be very, very nice. Platforms like Outlier, JobGether, Micro1, Visa Jobs. I'm very sure 90% of us have only heard about maybe one or two of these platforms. But I can see that from the analytics point of view, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We also have the job boards for startups and also job boards that we keep reserved for our students. So a bunch of private job boards that we have paid for and interacted with the professionals that we know and have a relationship with them in order to get these openings. So we help in this way. The fifth and most important step was reference to keep the job. Now, after getting this skill, you know where to apply. You've gotten that first step. They're like, oh, we like your profile, we like what you built. Can we have a reference to your past employers? We help with this. Also, an example of this is Ahmed. So Ahmed joined our data analytics program and he got a job with the health informatics. He got a job at the NHS as a health informatics support worker in June 2025. So that is a government job in the UK, I think. I think that's the UK. And they reached out to us. They're like, oh, this person, you can read it right here. The above named person has been offered the post of health informatics support worker and has given permission for us to approach you for reference. So most of these foreign jobs, they take reference very seriously. The past things you've worked on, how you built it, your work habits, the way you present yourself in the organization, they want to know about that before giving the. So they reach out to us, we give you that opportunity to use us as a reference. But as I've mentioned, every Saturday you're working on a new project. So you are not going to be a student, quote unquote. You are going to be an associate with us. You'll be working with us, building applications that you yourself will be very proud of. Another example is Francis. So Francis also from the UK. Francis has been given a provisional offer for position at Department for Works and Pensions. As part of the employment process, we are doing pre-employment checks. So a lot of these foreign organizations take reference very seriously. If you do not have a solid, reputable reference, you risk losing that job, even after getting the skills and even after meeting up with them. So we help you fill in this gap. Now, just a recap of how we help you land the job. First thing is you learn the skills. You learn the high profitable skills. And here, AI in software and web development. I especially love this because I love building things that people can see and interact with. It gives me that bragging rights when I can say, oh, just check iframe.pxxl and you will see my portfolio. Just something like that gives me that bragging right. Next thing is we help you package yourself. We give you that experience, CV revamping, LinkedIn optimization, then your portfolio that you will build with us, mentorship, interview preparation, and finally the reference for the job. Then we show you where to apply, tapping into paid job boards and the hidden markets to optimize your opportunities. So this is where we come into play and how we do it. Now, all of these things will help you land that job that you have been looking forward to. So instead of you going to work by 5 a.m., coming back by 7:30, and still being stuck in Lagos traffic, or you are still being stuck in Cairo, AYU, all those things you do not have to worry about them. Just wake up, come out of bed, and you're in front of the computer doing what you love doing, because you would enjoy doing these things. Now, are you comfortable with where you are right now? Just a thumbs up or a thumbs down. The current role. Are you comfortable? Are you happy with it? Just a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay. All right. Well, for those of us that aren't comfortable, all these things, these are success stories of people that we have helped with these 5 steps. So an example here is Pavel. He was a teacher back in Cameroon before moving to the US. And when he moved to the US, he wanted to further upskill himself. He wasn't comfortable with what he was doing. He had Japan for history there. And so he joined our data analytics program and landed a job as a healthcare data analyst in the US. Okay. Another example is Judy. And for all of these people, once again, please fill in the attendance form. Once you fill in the attendance form, you can just click on this CTA buttons and you would hear from them directly. So it's not just that Ephraim is speaking to you, you are hearing it from the people involved directly. Another example is also Bukola. So Bukola needed real world experience and interview preparation. She joined our business analysis training group. And after that, she secured a job as a business analyst and another as a data business analyst. So she didn't just go for one role, she went for the double one. She made sure that she maximized all the resources that she was given. And she joined in 2024. We helped her tailor her CV to that of a business analyst. And the very important thing, remember that she needed real world experience and interview preparation. She made sure that she joined all our mentorship sessions. So we have mentorship sessions every Thursday evening. She ensured that she didn't miss any. After that, she got prepped for her interviews, which led her into securing her job within the first month of her job. From there, she still wasn't comfortable. As I'm saying, that comfort, she didn't have it. She kept on applying for multiple jobs and tailoring her application for each of these new jobs. She knew where to apply and how best to apply. 2024, July, she landed her role as business analyst and a second role in July 2025 in the US. We prepared her for both these jobs. If you want to hear from her once again, just click on the link after filling in the attendance form. Now, you right now on this call, if you are not comfortable, you have the opportunity of starting immediately. Remember, as I said, time waits on. Immediately, you will be starting. What do I mean by immediately? Tonight, you would join the cohort and have access to our mentorship session. That is our next mentorship session, which will be happening on Thursday. Then you'd also have access to prep videos. Prep videos for just introduction to what we would be doing before we now go into our live class. So immediately you are joining us, you are hitting the ground running. Okay, immediately. Now the next cohort starts next weekend, which is July 4th, and the original amount is 250,000. But right now we have a discount running for 60%. Sorry, said 60, 40%, which is 100,000. But I have a special offer. So for those of us that might not have this 150 to put all at once, there is an opportunity for you to spread it out into 3 different installments. The first is tonight to secure your slots with a sum of 50,000. After that, you pay another 50, just 30 days by the start of the program. Then you pay the next 50, 30 days after. So that way it is spread out. You have access to all the programs. You are not missing out on anything. And you are starting immediately. But I also have another discount. Now, this discount is for people that can't pay right now. And that is, instead of paying this full 150,000, if you have 120 to pay on the spots. Now, 120 to pay on the spots, you will have access to everything, and also you have access to the free mentorship session with us on how to secure your remote jobs in Canada. So specifically in Canada, how to secure remote jobs. Before the start of the program, you'll be invited to that program. Okay, so at this point, if anyone has any questions, the link into making the payments has already been sent to the chat box. If you have any questions, you can just raise up your hand. I'll give you the platform and we have that discussion. Okay, so you can just raise up your hand. I'll let you speak and we can have that discussion. Okay. So Kiki Victoria. Awesome. Just give me 1 minute, Victoria. Okay, so Victoria, you should be able to unmute your mic right now. Hi, Victoria. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Okay, sir. I heard you say raise your hand. Is it to have a one-on-one session with you?
If you have any questions, something is bothering you, you want to understand something better, yes.
Okay, you are the one in charge of the AI content creation class, right?
Vibe coding. So you can see that most of what I've been saying has been centered around software and web development. So
Okay,
I
I'm
am the one in
interested
charge
in.
of that class.
Hmm, I'm
Yes.
interested in the AI content creation class.
Awesome.
That's okay.
Awesome. Awesome. So that works out great. Now, can you just mute yourself for a minute? Just 1 quick minute. I want to show you something. Now, in the chat box, you can see that my colleague Tolu has already sent a bunch of links. One of those links says, here is the next step to build your career in AI. So just copy that and paste it, or you can just click on it directly. If you're using your system, you can just copy and paste it. And once you do that, you'll be redirected to our website. Okay, so from here, you would already be in the courses platform. Just scroll down to AI software, AI social media and content creation. Okay, click enroll now. You would need to create an account. Just use the sign up people. It's very fast and easy. I already have an account, so I'm just going to do that also so that it signs me in.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sorry, I had
yes,
to move away
sorry,
from
can you
my
hear me?
neighbor's gen. Did you say
All right, all right.
I should go to the chat and click on
Yes, in the chat box,
okay
the
the
first link
programs?
that you see.
Hmm?
Yes, very good.
The
Yes,
programs
awesome.
and courses, right? Sorry, I'm shouting. My neighbor's gen is a nuisance.
Yes,
Okay, the
yes,
programs and courses, right?
yes, yes,
Thank
exactly.
you, sir. I'll do that.
Just click that link. Very
Okay,
good, very good.
okay.
So you can just mute yourself now so that I just continue guiding.
I,
Okay,
mm-hmm. Okay. So now I'm on the website, sir.
awesome, awesome. Just mute yourself. I'll start all over again. Okay,
Okay, okay, sir.
awesome. So once you're on the website, just scroll down. You will see the program that you said you are interested in. AI, social media, and content creation. Okay, just click on enroll now. Click enroll now. Once you do that, you would be redirected to this page. It would first ask you to create an account. You can just simply use the sign in Google, and that will be done for you ASAP. Okay, now remember, as I said, if you can't make the full payments tonight, I have a discount for you, a further discount for you. Okay, so if you can't make the full payment tonight, I have a further discount for you. But for those of us that want to spread it into the payment plans, don't worry. Just come over here to choose your payment plan. First things first, you need to be sure of when you are starting. Okay, when you would have that opportunity to give that unrivaled attention to the program. Okay, so if this July is when you are sure that your Saturdays are going to be free, click on it and then click on the installment plan that you want. If you're making a full payment, or is the 3 installment plan. Once you click that, you can just come here to start with 50,000. Okay, and from clicking this button, you'll be redirected to our start button link. Now, once you make that payment, just send me a DM. Automatically, you would have access to the LMS. But on the off chance that the system is behaving a bit off, just send me a DM. I have sent a number to the chat box with the receipt of payments, and I would escalate that. So once you do that, you'll be added to the group chats, you'll be added to the LMS, and you can immediately start enjoying the benefits. Okay? You would immediately start enjoying the benefits. So does anyone else? Okay, Victoria has a question. Okay, Victoria, you can unmute.
So please call me Kiki. That's what everybody calls me.
Oh, sorry.
Victoria is for the
Okay, Kiki.
international passport. Sorry. Sir,
Okay.
so first of all, I really want to appreciate you quickly. The last
All right.
time I was in this class, there was no
Yeah.
interactive communication. It was terrible. I couldn't ask
Oh,
questions.
so sorry about that.
Actually, that class was filled up. There were almost 100 people. I think
Okay. That's
the
probably
ad
why.
actually converted. That was about some weeks back.
That's probably
Okay.
that's
So I thought
yeah.
you guys were different tutors, different facilitators, that you were taking content creation. That was why I
Oh
wanted to
no.
hear from you. That's
Okay.
one. Hmm?
Sorry, go on. Go on.
Then, sir, let me tell you, I didn't grow up in this country.
Okay.
I can be blunt when I want to be. I lived in England as a little girl. So it makes me,
Okay.
I just do things and I tell people, don't do what I do. Why am I saying this, sir? I don't know about other people. I speak for myself. I can see
Yeah.
some tush looking people here, sir. But I don't know whether you live in
Okay.
Nigeria.
I do.
The sir, because I know that you guys offer a lot of value, especially in your business analysis course. You guys are top notch. But I don't know if you guys can consider how do you say it? Is it doing a downward review of some of your prices? And just being sincere with you. I think business is good. I'm sure a lot of people are paying. Otherwise, you won't be running those prices. But honestly, I wish there was a way you guys could do. I know you guys have a full package. You guys, there's some courses you take, you just ask yourself, why did you bother? But from what I'm seeing of 10 Analytics, I think you guys are top notch. You guys are the kind of people that you go hard. Let me talk Niger style. You go hard, make person take on a course, led by the hand, mentored, and the person will not get even one remote job. Because what I just need, I need to get into the remote job market. All this 9 to 5 is giving me headache. I need to have a remote side hustle. So what I'm saying is, I don't know. I'm so grateful you left us a number. You are not afraid to leave your number for us that will bombard you so that we can have a DM, talk to you, and with time. I think, sometimes because I am a marketing and digital marketing manager, sometimes we marketing professionals are the reason why the funnel thins out so much. At the end of the funnel, how can a million leads convert to one? That is ridiculous. So I think sometimes I'm a first generation digital marketer. Okay, so I know most of these tricks. I just don't, you understand. So what I'm saying is that sometimes, when we are when we are out of the loop, sometimes we're not getting the feelers of what our leads actually want. Sometimes by the time you get to the bottom of the funnel, Otilo, you start asking yourself, village people, there's no village person. You sometimes have to get these feelers, and I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but it's just I've been to a lot of webinars, and at the end of the day, I may not convert. And I really, really appreciate where you're coming from, and I really want to do that. Although the way I'm seeing, I hope I'm not shortchanging myself, because I see you guys as business analysis experts. I think people who do your business analysis for someone, they'll just be up there. But I just want to do social media AI content creation. That's really what I want. Hmm?
Okay.
Sorry, forgive me for talking too much, but
Yeah, it's no problem. Now, on the part of downgrading the prices, if you notice, we have already done that from going from the 250 and applying the discounts. Then also we understand Nigeria's situation. We now said even with these discounts, some people might not be able to pay at once. That is also why we came up with this payment installment package. So downplaying it even more feels like we'll be shortchanging ourselves and also the people that are entering the programs. Because for something of value, if it's too cheap, you would not be getting the people that you want to work with. So on that aspect, I am not sure we can do. But what I can do is one of my colleagues dropped an number also. So Tolu also dropped a number. Let's have a conversation with you one on. Let's see how we can make it and understand what exactly would fit you best. I like that you're already sure of the course you want to do. That's even the best and most important part. Understanding what you want to do. So I like that already. Now, just send Tolu a DM. Let's have a conversation with you and we can see the way forward. Okay. Now, does anyone else have any questions? Anyone else want to speak with me? If there was something that we did tonight, one of the tools we use, you just want to get the name again, this is your chance to speak. I'll be closing out the meeting in the next 2 minutes, 2, 3 minutes. All right. So once again, it's been an absolute pleasure spending my evening with you guys. I had fun building this website for Adrian Homes. Okay, Philip has a question. Okay, Philip, give me 1 quick minute and I'll give you the floor. Okay, Philip, you can unmute now. Or was there a mistake? Okay, that might have been a mistake. All right, all right. Yes, Philip, you can unmute. If you're speaking, I can't hear you. You're still muted. But I'm giving you the chance to unmute. Okay, so probably just either send a message and we can have that conversation. Once again, it's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys tonight, working for Adron Homes and building both their website and just a short content for their social media team. Okay, so my name is still Ephraim and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.